done before. So rather than asking, do I need rehab? And then what is the waiting period? We're actually going to combine it. So the final prompt that we ask is, do I need rehabilitation after a shoulder reconstruction? And what is the waiting period from my insurance? So that way our router agent sort of needs to navigate between both of our ACP servers to determine how best to answer this question. So how do we go about doing this? Well, first up, we've got to make sure that both of our ACP servers are up and running. And again, you've probably done this a few times now, but we want to make sure that they're up and running because there's a limit of 120 minutes when we're running it via this lesson. If you're running it locally, it's as and when you are running that Python file. But for now, let's go on ahead and double check that both of our ACP servers are still up and running. We're going to first up bring up terminal 1, which should have our insurance server. Let's just make sure that's still up and running. And that looks all well and good. Looks like we've still got the output from our sequential call up and running there. Okay. Now what we want to go on ahead and do is make sure that our hospital server is up and running as well. So again, we'll grab our second iframe and we're going to grab terminal 2 now. Let's run that. That still looks like it's up and running, so that's looking pretty good. Now we're going to get into the ACP calling agent. So this is a mock-up router agent that I've gone and built to demonstrate how we might go about running hierarchical workflow. So to begin with, we first up need to bring in a couple of dependencies. So we're going to bring in async IO to be able to run our server. We're going to bring in nest async IO so that we can nest them. We're also going to bring in the ACP SDK client. This is going to be used for a really specific reason. When we go and run this hierarchical workflow, we're first up going to discover what agents we've got available, then pass it to our router agent so it can automatically navigate which agents it should be calling on which ACP service. Then we're going to bring in small agents, and I'm mainly using this so that I can access their light LLM model class. You could also use the completions capability direct from light LLM, but I really like the small agents implementation. Then we're going to bring in my special class, which is fast ACP. But really, it's just an example of how you might go about building your own hierarchical workflow. So to do this, we're going to bring in from fast ACP, we're going to bring in the agent collection and the ACP calling agent. So first up, the agent collection is going to structure our ACP agents in a format that we're able to use them. And then we're going to take the agents from here and eventually pass them to our ACP calling agent, which is really just a router agent. So it automatically navigates which ACP agent is best to call to answer a particular question, but it'll break up our prompt eventually. You should see this because we've got a concatenated prompt, it's going to break it up and work out which agent is best to answer which part of that question. And we're also going to bring in Colorama and specifically the for capability. So that way we've got a little bit of terminal formatting. If we go and run this, it looks like we've got a bit of a warning, but that's perfectly fine. Now, let me give you a quick deep dive into the ACP calling agent. So if I go and print out the doc string, you can see that the agent uses JSON like ACP agent calls, similar to the tool calling agent from small agents. So I've sort of mimicked it off that. But rather than calling tools, it's going to call different agents. So whereas the tool calling agent is able to navigate between different tools, this ACP calling agent is able to navigate between different agents. And it takes in the ACP agents, a model, prompt templates, planning intervals, so on and so forth. But we're mainly going to use the agents and the model for now. But those are our ACP calling agent dependencies now imported. Now, what we want to go on ahead and do is run our hierarchical workflow. First up, we're just going to make sure that we're able to nest our async IO calls. So that should be perfectly fine. And then we're going to begin building out our hierarchical workflow. So again, this is going to look pretty similar to the sequential call. The main difference is that rather than using the client directly and sending a prompt direct to that client, we're going to use the ACP calling agent and let it automatically navigate which ACP server and which agent on which ACP server it should be calling out. So the first thing that I'm going to define is the model that I want to go and use for our router agent. So we're going to use the light LLM capability from small agents for this. And the model that we're going to use is OpenAI and specifically GPT-4. As per usual, if you wanted to use a different model, you've got the ability to do that. When I run on Olama, I usually use Qwen 2.514b. When I use WatsonX.ai, I typically use one of the Llama 4 family of models. Okay, that is our light LLM model now defined. Now we're going to define our hospital workflow. So we've defined this previously when we did our sequential API calls, but we're going to do it again. This time we're going to focus on our ACP calling agent or our hierarchical router type agent. So let's go on ahead and do this. So we're going to define an asynchronous function And this is going to be called run hospital workflow. It's going to output none. And then we're going to create 2 clients to connect to our servers. So our first client is going to connect to the local host at 8001, which I believe is the insurance server. We're going to label it as the insurer. And then we're going to create another client to connect to our other server, which is our local host port 8000, which should be our hospital server. And you can see we're connecting to that over there. Perfect. Okay, then what we want to do first is we want to get all of our different agents. So to do that, we're going to use the agent collection over here. So let's go and define an instance of this. So we're going to define a new variable called agent collection, and we're going to await an agent collection.from ACP call. So to this method, we're going to pass all of our different ACP clients. So we're going to pass through the insurer and the hospital. So these are our 2 different clients. Now, via the agent collection, we're able to discover all of the different ACP servers that we've got to create another dictionary, and that dictionary is going to have the keys of the agent name, and it's going to have 2 parts to it. It's going to have the agent itself, and then it's going to have the client. So once we know which agent we want to call, we want to make sure that we use the right client to call out to it. So we're going to append a client key to that as well. So this means that if our router agent is like, oh, I should call the policy agent, well, it's going to be able to grab the insurer client and call out to that policy agent. Now, let's go on ahead and also print out these ACP agents so you can sort of see what they look like. And what we can do before we actually go and call out to our ACP calling agent, let's just make sure that we get these agents back. So if we go and use asyncio.run and run our hospital workflow, we should get back our ACP agents. So let's run this. So we've now gone and discovered all of our agents. So you can see that we've got our policy agent over here, and we've also got our health agent over here. And you can see that we've also gone and appended our clients. We've got a bunch of information. Remember how I said that when you go and define that function, it's going to take on the name as that agent. So you can see here that this is directly from ACP. So it's grabbing the name of the agent, but it's also grabbing the doc string. Remember how we defined our doc string? That is coming through when we go and discover our different agents. So down here inside of this description, you can see that our policy agent is described as this is an agent for questions around policy coverage, uses a RAG pattern to find answers based on policy documentation, uses to help answer questions on coverage or waiting periods. So we're able to not only call out to these different agents, but also discover them. So how do we go about making this hierarchy?